Hello everyone, I'm Teacher Michelle and welcome to another episode of Unang Math. This is episode 61 and for this episode, our lesson is about polynomials. In this episode, I will be discussing and explaining the different words that you need to learn and understand about this topic. After this episode, we will be solving a lot of problems about polynomials and I will be using these terms or words more often. So for us to communicate well, you need to understand these words. Okay, let's start. These three expressions are polynomials. Polynomial has what we call term or terms. And when we say term, this is the product of numbers and variables in an expression. Take note, product. It means the operation is multiplication. In this expression, x squared plus 3xy plus 2, x squared is one term. 3xy is another term. 2 is another term. Okay, we can just insert plus sign here. Product of numbers and variables. For the term x squared, this is the product of x times x. For 3xy, this is the product of 3 times x times y. So we just restored the omitted multiplication sign. For 2, this is the product of 2 times 1. So in this expression, we have 3 terms. Okay, how about for 2x minus 3? 2x is one term, negative 3 is another term. So we can just insert plus sign here. 2x minus 3 is just equal to 2x plus negative 3. Okay, 2x is the product of 2 times x. For negative 3, this is the product of negative 3 times 1. So for this expression, we have 2 terms. Okay, how about for this expression, negative ab over 2? If we will restore the omitted multiplication sign, this is negative 1/2, okay, times a times b. So for this expression, we only have one term. Okay, let's move on. There's what we call constant term. Constant term is the term that is made up of only numbers. Okay, in this expression, the constant term is 2 because this is just the number or it's made up of only number. Okay, how about for this expression? 2x minus 3 or 2x plus negative 3. Okay, the constant term is negative 3. And for this expression, okay, we don't have constant term. Okay, how about the word coefficient? If we're talking about polynomials, there is what we call coefficient. And when we say coefficient, this is the number multiplied in front of a variable. Or in short, this is the number in front of a variable. So in this expression, x squared plus 3xy plus 2, okay, in this term x squared, the coefficient or the number in front of this variable x is 1. Okay, remember, if there's no number in front of a variable, that means the number is 1. So the coefficient of x squared is 1. Okay, how about for 3xy? The coefficient of xy is 3. In this expression or in this term 2x, coefficient of x is 2. So this is the number in front of variable x. For negative ab over 2, the coefficient is negative 1/2. This is the number in front of variable. Okay, this time, let's take a look at this next sets of expressions. Okay, we have here negative 1/4 AB. Okay, so this is just one term. Remember, term is the product of number and variable. So negative 1 over 4 AB is just one term. Okay, how about for 6x squared y? Okay, this is just one term also. 5a or 5 times a is another one term. Okay, for 2x plus 3y, 2x is one term, 3y is another term. Okay, we can just insert plus sign here. So we have two terms in this expression. X minus 3, x is one term, negative 3 is another term. Okay, let's insert plus sign here. X minus 3 is just equal to x plus negative 3. So there are two terms in this expression. X squared plus 3xy plus 2. So we have x squared one term, 3xy another term, 2 is another term. So let's insert plus sign here. So there are three terms in this expression. Okay, we have here this word monomial. And when we say monomial, this is an expression consisting of only one term. So in these expressions, we have negative 1 over 4 AB is monomial because it's just one term. 6x squared y is another monomial because it is only one term. 5a is just one term, so it's also monomial. Okay, how about polynomial? So when we say polynomial, expression consisting of one term or the sum of two or more terms. So negative 1 over 4ab, 6x squared y, 5a are also polynomials. Okay, we have here or, the sum of two or more terms. So we already have here, or we already converted all this one to addition. So 2x plus 3y is polynomial. X plus negative 3 is also polynomial. X squared plus 3xy plus 2 is also polynomial. This one has two terms, sum of two terms. So 2x plus 3y, polynomial. X plus negative 3, sum of two terms, sum of x squared plus 3xy plus 2 is also a polynomial. So in this expression, there are three terms. And all these expressions are polynomials. Only these first three expressions are monomial. Okay, this time, let's answer the simple activity. Okay, we have here 3x minus 3y plus 2xy plus 5. Okay, if you're going to look at this polynomial or expression, okay, we have here 3x, one term, negative xy, another term, 2xy, third term, 5 is the last term. Okay, let's insert plus sign here. So in this expression, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 terms. Okay, how about for the constant term? Okay, constant term again is just the number in the expression. So constant term is 5 or positive 5. Okay, coefficient of x and y. Okay, let's take a look at this expression. Whereas x, variable x is here. Coefficient or the number in front of x is 3. So 3 is the coefficient of x. Okay, how about y? Y is here, variable y is here. Coefficient or the number in front is negative 6. So this is negative 6. Take note, it's asking for coefficient of x and y. That's why x is 3, y, the coefficient is negative 6. It's not asking for coefficient of xy. If coefficient of xy, then the answer is 2. but it's asking for x and y, so our answer is 3 for x, y, -6. Okay, in this next problem that I prepared, it's for you to answer. Okay, you have to simplify the expression by omitting symbols, then answer the questions. Okay, take note. Okay, we have here 3 times a times b minus 5 times a plus b divided by -4 plus a. Okay, omitting symbols. You can just omit, again, multiplication and division symbol, but not subtraction and addition. So after omitting the symbols, okay, answer the following questions. How many terms do we have in this expression? Constant term, coefficient of A, coefficient of B, and coefficient of AB.